Wondering how to get a high net worth? That's what we are talking about in today's video. We are going to discover the secrets to take in order to get a high net worth. I am Tiffany Thomas, your wealth mentor. I achieved financial freedom in my 30s and became a millionaire at age 40. I'm here to help you do that even earlier and easier. So let's dive right in. All right, today we are covering the steps to take in order to get a high net worth. And for today's video, we are just going to say that a high net worth is over $1 million. And I'm not talking about making $1 million, but actually having a net worth of $1 million. So that would be taking everything that you own, all of your assets, and subtracting out all of your liabilities, everything that you owe. For example, if you own a home, you own a car, you have money in your savings, money in your checking, you have investments in the stock market, you would add up the value of all of those items, and then you would subtract out everything that you owe. For example, if you have a mortgage or a car loan, or if you have student loans or any credit card debt, things like that, you would subtract out all of the amounts that you owe from the total of your assets, and that would be your net worth. All right, in order to achieve a high net worth, we want to set the goal of achieving a high net worth. If we want to achieve something, then we need to set a goal in order to achieve it so that we are working toward it. I set the goal of becoming a millionaire at age 40, and I was able to achieve that goal. Setting that goal and then taking the steps that will get me to millionaire status. If we aren't setting that goal, then it's easy for us to get sidetracked and spend our money elsewhere. Spend our money on clothes or on eating out all of the time, or on a ton of vacations, or racking up credit card debt. There's so many things that we can spend our money on that if we aren't focused on becoming a millionaire or a certain financial goal that we want to achieve, then it's easy to spend our money here and there and then wonder where it went. So make sure that you are setting your goal to become a millionaire if that's what you want to do. And of course, we can't control everything, but we can control some things. We can control where we are putting our money, where we are spending our money, and how we are saving our money. I'm curious to know if you do want to become a millionaire. So comment below and tell me at what age you want to become a millionaire. That way you can set your specific goal and work toward it. The second thing that we need to do is to master our money, right? We need to set up a spending plan. We need to know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, and where it's going out to. This is exactly what I did. I have my own spending plan. I use a Google Sheet, and I also use a free app. It's called Empower. You can hook all of your financial accounts to Empower, all of your checking, your savings, your credit cards, your mortgage, your investment accounts, everything that you can think of. And that way you can see your full financial picture in one place very, very quickly. If you want to set up a free Empower account, I will leave a referral link below in the description. You can click on that and set up a free account. But nonetheless, we want to track our money. We want to know exactly how much income we have, and we want to know exactly where we are spending our money. That way we can see how much we have to invest. And personally, I like adding my goal to my spending plan so that I am contributing some sort of amount every single month to my financial goal. So if you do want to become a millionaire, you can decide by what age you want to become a millionaire, and you can do the math to figure out exactly how much you would need to be investing every single month. And that way you can add that to your spending plan and make sure that you are investing that amount every single month so that you can reach your millionaire goal. And when we are looking at our spending plan, when we are looking at our money, we are going to be able to easily adjust where we are spending our money. And we can see if we need to be making more money. And that way we know exactly where our money is going and we can make adjustments, we can make improvements. But if we aren't looking at our money at all, then we're not going to be able to make improvements. We won't be able to achieve a high net worth. And that is one of the reasons I really like Empower. I check it almost every day, and it takes about 30 seconds to a minute to update all of my accounts. And when I am checking my money, then I'm able to track that, and what gets tracked gets improved. So rather than checking your social media first thing in the morning, you can check your Empower account and see where you are with your finances. And then part number 3 is that we want to grow our income and increase our savings or our investing. To get up to that high net worth, to that millionaire status, we most likely will need to increase our income so that we can increase our investing amount. We don't want to increase our income and then increase our expenses and be buying more liabilities or things that are not going to make us more money. We want to increase our income, and that way we can increase the assets that we are purchasing. And once we do achieve that high net worth, then we can start buying our liabilities with our assets. For example, if we have a real estate property and we are collecting cash flow from that every single month, then we could take that cash flow and we could buy a car if we wanted to, whatever it is that we want. But we want to focus on building our income and then building our assets. That may require us getting different skill sets or just improving our skill sets or getting a certification or switching careers or starting a new business or just expanding our business or being more focused on our business, be more focused on growing what we are already doing. And then the 4th thing we want to do in order to build a high net worth is to invest our money and diversify our investments. In order to reach that high net worth, we need to invest our money because that way it is going to work for us and we do not have to constantly trade time for dollars. We can make our money work for us so that we don't always have to work for the money. It can be growing in the background while we are trading time for dollars, but that way we have something growing in the background instead of only trading time for dollars. We are not going to get to a high net worth if we are not investing our money. And we want to diversify our investments. So we don't want to just pick one company to invest in. We want to have multiple companies that we invest in. And one way to do that is through an index fund. An index fund has a whole bunch of companies inside of that one fund. So that way we can easily diversify our investing without buying a whole bunch of individual companies. If you want to know what my favorite index fund is, I have another video about that. I will leave a link above. You can check it out later on. We want to be smart with our investing strategy. We don't want to just be changing up our strategy constantly. We want to find a strategy that is going to work for us and then continue to use that strategy and build up our net worth. And that way we can build up to a high net worth. If we are constantly changing our strategy and not getting really good at one strategy, it is going to take us a longer amount of time to build up a high net worth. I know I have found that for myself. I like investing in buy and hold real estate properties and buy and hold stock market investments. That is what has worked the best for me. So that is what I continue to do. And that is what actually helped me get to a high net worth. And when we are coming up with our investing strategy, we want to make sure that it is a long-term investing strategy. We don't want to just expect to build our net worth to a high amount overnight. We know that this will take time, so we want to create a strategy that is going to work for us and make sure that we can continue to follow our strategy over the long term. This is what I actually help my clients do. We set up an investment strategy that is going to work for them over the long term. So whether that is setting up multiple accounts or one investment account, having multiple investments or just one investment, whatever is going to work for them, that is what we are setting up. We are setting up their investing plan so that they can be successful with their investing. And again, if you do want help getting started in the stock market and setting up your own investing plan, I can help you do that. Make sure and check out my free masterclass. I will leave the link below in the description. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And if you want to see even more awesome content from me, make sure and check out the videos on the side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.